So Da'Shawn Womack, former LSU transfer, former 5-star, commits to Ole Miss. Ole Miss continues to do well in the transfer portal. It seems like they always get freaks out of the portal athletically, and this one with Womack is another one that fits the bill.
Yeah, and this to me is exactly a move that Ole Miss should make. With defensive tackles with physical ability, they're going to get so many chances. You're always going to want them, even if they didn't work out their first stop. So Da'Shawn Womack, 6'5", 260 from Baltimore, Maryland, St. Francis, same school as Michael Van Buren, who also just recently jumped in the portal. Powerhouse program. This is a 5-star player on the defensive line. When you're 6'5", 260, long arms, you're in a verified 40-yard dash in high school under 4.8, sub 4.5 shuttle multiple times. You are going to be a 5-star, and you can see here why. There is against St. Thomas Aquinas, one of the best programs in Florida, just overwhelming their offensive line. Physical freak. That's why he's a 5-star. That's why he went to LSU. Production wasn't there. 2 years, 23 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks. He was suspended against Florida this year. You hear about attitude issues leading to that suspension. Again, these things are not uncommon with some of these big-time defensive tackles and defensive ends, but it's something you have to account for. But when he jumps in the portal, a school like Ole Miss that is still playing at a top 15 level is going to welcome him in because these guys are hard to get. They are extremely hard to get in high school. Probably the biggest commodity in high school recruiting are 5-star freak defensive linemen. That's why the SEC is the SEC, is because they get these guys. So sometimes if you're a school like Ole Miss, you say, listen, we don't recruit at the level of Georgia, of LSU, of Alabama, out of high school, Ohio State. So we're not going to get this guy out of high school. Or maybe we won't get, maybe we'll get one, but we're not going to get a lot of these guys out of high school. But we can get them on the second go around in the portal. We can develop them. We can offer more playing time, and then we could try to get something out of them. They're losing a ton on the defensive line. Jared Ivey out the door, Walter Nolan, Princely. So they're losing guys they're counting on to get after the passer. They were a really good pass rushing team this year, really good front overall, a lot of production to replace. You don't want to take a step back in terms of the body types. So to me, Womack makes perfect sense to come in here, keep the pipeline going. Hopefully you get his attitude under control. Again, not uncommon with big defensive linemen. A lot of guys have these kind of issues with suspensions, and they eventually get it together. You cannot coach 6'5", 260, sub 4.5 shuttle, sub 4.8 40. Good move for Ole Miss. And this is something I think they're going to try to do consistently, is get these faded 5 stars that they couldn't get out of high school.